Dear students, welcome to my classroom. In the previous part of the chapter Quadratic Equation, we learned how to solve the given quadratic equation in factorization method. And in this class, we are going to solve the problems in exercise 5.2 which are based on the solutions of quadratic equations in factorization method. So, okay, let us start exercise 5.2. So the first question is, find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. So in this problem, we have the first one, x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. So we have to find the solutions of the quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0 using factorization method. So let us take the equation, given equation, x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. And here, by comparing this given quadratic equation with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, the value of a, that is coefficient of x square, is 1, and b, that is coefficient of x, is minus 3, and c, which is constant, is equal to minus 10. Okay, so among these values, the product of a and c, that is a into c, is equal to 1 into minus 10 is equal to minus 10. And this 10 can be factorized as either 1 into 10 or 2 into 5. Now we have to choose two numbers p and q such that their sum is equal to b and their product is equal to a into c. We have to choose two numbers p and q such that p plus q is equal to b and p into q equal to a into c. So here from 1 and 10 we can't get b, but from 2 and 5 we get b, that is minus 3. How can we get minus 3 using 2 and 5? Minus 2 plus 5 is equal to minus 3. And also we can check that minus 2 into plus 5 is equal to minus 10. So the values of p and q are p equal to 2 and q is equal to minus 5. So now we can split the middle term minus 3x as plus 2x minus 5x or minus 5x plus 2x. So let us write it. So the equation can be written as x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 equal to 0, where p equal to 2 and q equal to minus 5. Now in this equation, in first two terms we can take x common, and in next two terms we can take 2 common. That is, we can write x into x minus 5 plus 2 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. Again we can take x minus 5 common. So we can write it as x minus 5 into x plus 2 equal to 0. So as the product of these two linear expressions is equal to 0, either must be equal to 0. That is, either x minus 5 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. So from x minus 5 equal to 0, we can write x equal to 5. And from x plus 2 equal to 0, we can write x equal to minus 2. So the roots of given quadratic equation are 5 and minus 2. Okay students, in this way we can find the roots of the given quadratic equation by factorization method. Let's go for the second one. Two x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. So let's write the given equation, 2x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. And by comparing this one with standard form, a equal to 2, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 6. And here a into c is equal to 2 into minus 6 is equal to minus 12. And here 12 can be factorized as 1 into 12 or 2 into 6 or 3 into 4. And here from 1 and 12 we can't get the value of b, either by addition or subtraction. And similarly, using 2 and 6 also, we can't get the value of b. But using 3 and 4, we get the value of b. How can we get minus 3 plus 4 is equal to 1? And also we can check that minus 3 into 4 is equal to minus 12. Okay. So the values of p and q are p equal to 4 and q equal to minus 3. So now we can split the middle term x as plus 4x minus 3x. So let's split it. So 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. And in first two terms we can take 2x common, and in second two terms we can take minus 3 common. So we can write here 2x into x plus 2 minus 3 into x plus 2 equal to 0. And by taking x plus 2 common, we can write x plus 2 into 2x minus 3 equal to 0. That is either x plus 2 equal 0 or 2x minus 3 equal 0. And from x plus 2 equal 0, we can write x equal to minus 2. And from 2x minus 3 equal 0, we can write x equal to 3 by 2. Okay. So either x equal to minus 2 or x equal to 3 by 2. So the roots of given quadratic equation are minus 2 and 3 by 2. Okay. So let's solve the third one. Root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals 0. So let's write the given equation. And here a equal to root 2, b equal to 7, c equal to 5 root 2. And the product of a and c is equal to root 2 into 5 root 2. And root 2 into root 2 is 2. So we get 5 into 2, that is 10. And this 10 can be factorized as 1 into 10 and 2 into 5. And from 2 and 5, how can we get the value of b, that is 7? We know that 2 plus 5 equal to 7, and also we have 2 into 5 equal to 10. So now we can write that p equal to 2 and q equal to 5. So now the middle term 7x can be splitted as 2x and 5x plus 2x plus 5x. So that we can write root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equals 0. And in we know that 2 can be written as root 2 whole square. So in first two terms we can take root 2 common, and in next two terms we can take 5 common. So let us take root 2 common in first two terms and 5 common in next two terms. That is, we can write root 2x into x plus root 2 plus 5 into x plus root 2 equals 0. So by taking x plus root 2 common, we can write x plus root 2 into root 2x plus 5 equals 0. That is either x plus root 2 equals 0 or root 2x plus 5 equals 0. And from this we can write x equal to minus root 2 or root 2x equal to minus 5. And from this we can write x equal to minus 5 by root 2. So the roots of the given quadratic equation are minus root 2 and minus 5 by root 2. Okay, students. Let's solve the fourth one. 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. So here the given equation is 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. And in this equation we can take 8 as LCM. So that we can write 8 to the 16x square minus x into 8 is minus 8x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. And by transposing this 8 to right side, we get 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0 into 8, that is 0. Now we have to split minus 8x into two terms such that their sum is equal to minus 8 and their product is equal to product of a and c, that is 16 into 1. Okay, so by comparing this equation with standard form, here we have a equal to 16, b equal to minus 8 and c equal to 1, and the product of a and c equal to 16 into 1, which is equal to 16, and 16 can be factorized as 1 into 16 or 2 into 8 or 4 into 4. And we can notice that minus 4 is minus 8 and minus 4 into minus 4 is 16. So here p and q are minus 4 and minus 4. So we can split the middle term as minus 4x minus 4x, like this. And by taking 4x common in first two terms, we can write 4x into 4x minus 1, and can take minus common in next two terms, that is minus into 4x minus 1, like this. So 4x into 4x minus 1 minus of 4x minus 1 equal 0, and by taking 4x minus 1 common, again we get 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So either 4x minus 1 equal to 0 or 4x minus 1 equal to 0, that is 4x equal to 1 or 4x equal to 1. That implies we can write x equal to 1 by 4 or x equal to 1 by 4. Okay, students. So the roots of given quadratic equation are 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. That is, in this case, the roots of the given equation are equal. Okay, let us take the fifth one. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, students. So here the given equation is 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. And here a equal to 100, b is equal to minus 20, c equal to 1. So we can split minus 20 as minus 10x minus 10x, because minus 10 plus minus 10 is minus 20, which is equal to b, and minus 10 into minus 10 is equal to 100, which is equal to a into c. So we can split minus 20x as minus 10x minus 10x. So this one can be written as, by taking 10x common, 10x into 10x minus 1 and minus of 10x minus 1 equal to 0. Again, by taking 10x minus 1 common, we get 10x minus 1 into 10x minus 1 equal to 0. That is either 10x minus 1 equal to 0 or 10x minus 1 equal to 0. And from this we can write 10x equal to 1 or 10x equal to 1. And from this we can write x equal to 1 by 10 or x equal to 1 by 10. And here also the roots of the given equation are equal, and that roots are 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. So let's go for sixth one. X into x plus 4 equal to 12. So here the given equation is x into x plus 4 equal to 12. Let us write it in standard form. So multiplying x into x and x plus 4, we get x into x square plus x into 4 is 4x. And by transposing 12 to left side, we get minus 12 is equal to 0. That is, the quadratic equation is x square plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. And now a equal to 1, b equal to 4, c equal to minus 12. And we have to select two numbers such that the sum of two numbers is 4 and product of the two numbers is 1 into minus 12, minus 12. So we can notice that minus 6 plus minus 2 is plus 4, and minus 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. So that we can split 4x as x square plus 6x minus 2x minus 12 equal to 0. So that from this equation we can write x into x plus 6 minus 2 into x plus 6 equal to 0, and x plus 6 into x minus 2 equal to 0, and from this we can write either x equal to minus 6 or x equal to 2. That is, the roots of the given equation are minus 6 and 2. Take the seventh one. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. So given equation is 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Here the value of b is minus 5 and the product of 3 and 2, that is a and c, is 6. So we have to select two numbers such that their sum is minus 5 and their product is 3 into 2, 6. And the numbers are minus 3, minus 2, because minus 3 plus minus 2 is minus 5 and minus 3 into minus 2 is 3 into 2, 6. Okay. So we can split minus 5x as minus 3x minus 2x and take 3x common in first two terms and minus 2 common in second two terms. So we can write 3x into x minus 1 minus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 0, and this can be written as x minus 1 into 3x minus 2 equal to 0, and from this we can write x minus 1 equal to 0 or 3x minus 2 equal to 0, that is x equal to 1 or x equal to 2 by 3. Okay. So the roots of given equation are 1 and 2 by 3. Okay, students. So let's go for eighth one. X minus 3 by x equal to 2. So here also the given equation is not in standard form. So let us simplify it into standard form. So here the x is LCM on left side, so that we can write x into x square minus 3 by x equal to 2, and from this we can write x square minus 3 is equal to x into 2 is 2x. That is the simplified form of the given equation is x square minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0, which is in standard form. Now a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2, c equal to minus 3. So we have to split minus 2 such that into two numbers such that their sum is equal to minus 2 and their product is equal to 1 into minus 3, that is minus 3. The numbers are minus 3 plus 1. So here minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2, and minus 3 into 1 is 1 into minus 3 minus 3. So we can split minus 2x as minus 3x plus x. And in the same manner we get x into x minus 3 plus x minus 3 equals 0, and the roots of the equation are 3 and minus 1. Okay, so take the ninth one. 3 into x minus 4 whole square minus 5 into x minus 4 minus 12 equal to 0. And this equation can be solved in two methods. So let us take the first method. So in first method, write the given equation, and here we have x minus 4 whole square. So we can expand x minus 4 whole square using the formula a minus b whole square. So that is 3 into x square minus 8x plus 16, and multiplying minus 5 with x minus 4, we get minus 5 into x minus 5x, and minus 5 into minus 4 is plus 20, minus 12 equals 0. And here 3x square, 3 into minus 8 is minus 24x, 3 into 16 is 48, minus 5x plus 20 minus 12 is 8 equal to 0. And again simplifying minus 24x minus 5x as minus 29x, we get 3x square minus 29x plus 48 plus 8 is 56 equal to 0. Now this is in standard form where a equal to 3, b equal to minus 29, c equal to 56. And now we have to choose two numbers p and q such that their sum is equal to minus 29 and their product is equal to 3 into 56, that is 118. And the numbers are minus 21 minus 8. So minus 21 plus minus 8 is minus 29, and minus 21 into minus 8 is 168, where 168 is the product of 3 and 56. Now we can write this equation as 3x square minus 21 minus 8x plus 56 equal to 0, and as usually we can factorize it as x minus 7 into 3x minus 8 equal to 0, and the roots are x equal to 7 or x equal to 8 by 3. Therefore the roots of the given equation are 7 and 8 by 3. And let us solve in second method. Put x minus 4 is equal to a in given equation. Then the equation becomes 3a square minus 5a minus 12 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation in the variable a, and also it is in standard form. Now we have to solve this equation to find a. So here we have to choose two numbers p and q such that p plus q is equal to minus 5, and p into q is 3 into minus 2, that is minus 36. So the numbers are minus 9 plus 4, because minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5, and minus 9 into 4 is minus 36, which is equal to 3 into minus 12 minus 36. So that in the same way we can solve this equation, and we get a equal to 3 or a equal to minus 4 by 3. But we have a equal to x minus 4. So that substitute a equal to x minus 4. That is x minus 4 equal to 3 or x minus 4 equal to minus 4 by 3. Now x equal to 3 plus 4 or x equal to minus 4 by 3 plus 4. That is x equal to 7 or x equal to 3 minus 4 is 3 4 is 12, minus 4 is 8. So 8 by 3. So the roots of the given equation are 7 or 8 by 3. In this way, we can solve the given equation in two methods. Okay, students. So the bits in first problem are completed, and let's solve the second problem. The second one is find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. From this question, the verbal problems will be begin. So the first problem is given that find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay, students. So here it is given that sum of the two numbers is 27 and we need to find the two numbers. Let the first number be x, and as the sum of the two numbers is 27, the second number is 27 minus x. Okay, sum of two numbers is 27 and we have taken the first number as x, then the second number is 27 minus x. And according to the problem, the product of the two numbers is equal to 182. That is, the product of x and 27 minus x is equal to 182. So this is the equation, that is, we can write using the given problem, and we have to find the roots of this equation to find the required numbers. So here x into 27 is 27x minus x into x is x square is equal to 182, and let us transpose all the terms on left side to right side to make the coefficient of x square positive. So that is, we can write 0 is equal to 182 minus 27x plus x square. That is, we can write x square minus 27x plus 182 equal to 0, which is the quadratic equation in standard form. And let us solve this equation using factorization method. So we have to choose two numbers p and q such that their sum is equal to minus 27 and their product is equal to 182. And the numbers are minus 13 and minus 14. The minus 14 minus 13 is equal to minus 27, and minus 14 into minus 13 is equal to 182. Okay, students. So we can write this equation as x square minus 14x minus 13x minus 182 equal to 0, and here we can take x common in first two terms and minus 13 common in next two terms. So that we can write x into x minus 14 minus 13 into x minus 14 equal to 0. So this one can be written as x minus 14 into x minus 13 equal to 0. That is either x minus 14 equal to 0 or x minus 13 equal to 0. That is x equal to 4 or x equal to 13. Okay, as usually, we find the roots of the equation that x equal to 14 and x equal to 13. So let us find what are our required numbers. So if x equal to 14, the required numbers are, what are the required numbers here? The first number is x and second number is 27 minus x. So the required numbers are x comma 27 minus x, that is 14 comma 27 minus 14, and the numbers are 14 comma 13. And if x equal to 13, the required numbers are, here we have two cases. The first one is x equal to 14 and second case is x equal to 13. In first case we got the values 14 and 13, and in second case if x equal to 13, the required numbers are x comma 27 minus x, again equal to 13 comma 27 minus 13 and is equal to 13 14. So in these two cases we got the same numbers 13 and 14. Therefore our required numbers are 13 and 14. Okay, students. So let's go for third question. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. Okay, students. Here we have to find two consecutive positive integers whose sum of squares is 613. So let's take the consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Now it is given that sum of the squares of these two positive integers is equal to 613. That is x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 613. So let us simplify this equation into quadratic equation form, and you can solve the equation in factorization method. So that is x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 613. That is where we are expanding x plus 1 whole square using the formula a plus b whole square. Now x square plus x square is 2x square plus 2x plus 1, and transposing 613 to left side, we get 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 613 equal to 0. So the simplified form is 2x square plus 2x minus 612 equal to 0. So to make problem simple, we can take 2 common in all these two terms, and that is 2 into x square plus x minus 306 equal to 0. That is the product of 2 and x square plus x minus 306 equal to 0. That is here x square plus x minus 306 equal to 0. Now let us solve this equation. So here 18 plus minus 17 is equal to plus 1, and 18 into minus 17 is equal to minus 306. So we can write it as x square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306 is equal to 0. So we can write it as x into x plus 18 minus 17 into x plus 18 equal to 0. And from this we can write x plus 18 into x minus 17 equal to 0. That is either x plus 18 equal to 0 or x minus 17 equal to 0. And x equal to minus 18 or x equal to 17. Here also we got two values for x, and the values are minus 18 and 17. But here the required numbers are two consecutive positive integers. So but here the value of x cannot be negative. So that is x is must be positive integer. So we need to take only one value for x equal to 17. Hence x equal to 17. Now the consecutive positive integers are, what are the consecutive positive integers? We have taken x and x plus 1. That is 17 comma 17 plus 1. That is 18. 17 comma 18. So the required positive integers are 17 and 18. These are the two consecutive positive integers whose sum of the squares is equal to 613. Okay students, that's all for today, and in next class we shall solve remaining problems. Until then, see you. Bye.